I think sometimes the impression of Cincinnati can be that it's kind of a dry, corporate, kind of dull city. But in my experience, it's not been that way at all. It's a really vibrant, dynamic, fast-growing place. So I'm from the UK, and I moved to Cincinnati in 2011 with my wife and co-founder Tatiana. My family background is actually in the travel industry too. We used to have a safari company in Africa. So I actually spent a lot of my youth kind of on the road, traveling the back roads of Africa. And now, of course, we're here doing Roadtrippers in America. Roadtrippers is a web and mobile app designed to help travelers discover and drive to the world's most amazing places. We decided to start Roadtrippers in 2011, and we moved to Cincinnati because of the Brandery, which is an accelerator program that operates here in town. To be honest, I didn't really have an impression of Cincinnati. I didn't know too much about it. Being from the UK, you know, we hear about New York and LA and Miami and all the usual cities. Cincinnati isn't a place that really has yet managed to broadcast itself in that way. We were just about ready to settle down in Savannah, Georgia, because I kind of fell in love with the architecture there and have a love of historic buildings. But then when I came to Cincinnati and started to walk around over the Rhine, sure, the places here needed a little bit of TLC, let's say, but just looking at the opportunity and the untouched beauty of all these buildings was really exciting to me. And honestly, it's that made me stay. I think what's really surprised me over time is actually how much there is going on here from a cultural perspective. Lots and lots of people engaged in making cultural stuff happen and making entrepreneurial stuff happen. You know, we've got the Brandery and we've got Centrifuge, and people are just making stuff happen here. We feel we've been able to attract a really great team here, especially when it comes to engineering and product. We're actually surprised the amount of people here that have experience working on big household name stuff that's happened all around the country that end up here generally for family or lifestyle reasons. So we've put together a really A-grade team here in Cincinnati with costs that are just, you know, would make people on the coast weep, I think, you know. The other thing we have is really great access to super talented engineers and product people here, not just because of the great design schools and the great engineering schools near here, but also because Cincinnati is one of those interesting cities that has this diaspora effect, and people from here go out. It seems like they go out, spend a decade honing their craft, working for big companies, working on household name products, and then coming back here for family or lifestyle reasons. Because the cost of living is so much cheaper, you can have a great lifestyle, and there's also a kind of a Cincinnati spirit that people like to come back and reconnect with. And we're capitalizing on that, or trying to capitalize on it, hope to capitalize on it, to build a really, really solid engineering team here in town. I think actually the biggest tool for startups here is the city itself. When I'm hiring people from outside, if I can just get them here and I can get them off a plane and I can walk them around and show them what's happening here, and I can show them everything in over the Rhine, and I can take them and show them the beauty of the city. You just don't realize the city is surrounded by these hills with this river coming through, all this historic architecture, these dynamic cultural projects, art everywhere. There's interesting stuff happening here, and that in itself is a weapon for a startup like me that should not be underestimated.